personal radar in the air. Enemy care package inbound. Enemy care package inbound. Enemy cruise missile incoming. UAV online. Enemy VTOL in the AO. Care package inbound. Enemy personal radar in the air. Enemy personal radar in the air. Shield turret on the field. Enemy personal radar in the air. Enemy personal radar in the air. Enemy care package inbound. Enemy cruise missile incoming. Learn from the loss. Come back harder.
Lamar Jackson only had 185 total yards and threw a pick, but the Baltimore QB did find the end zone 3 times through the air, leading the Ravens to the 24-17 win. So, Shannon, how impressive was Lamar yesterday?
I thought he was very impressive. I think he sold up the MVP with that performance to go on the road and do what he's done. I mean, you look at what he's done over the last couple of weeks, be the undefeated Patriots team, one-loss team, and the 49ers did them in, went to did the number on Deshaun, goes to Buffalo, who might be one of the hottest teams playing in the AFC with a top defense. And like you said, his numbers were not overwhelming. But in those conditions, I think the wind was gusting up to 25 miles an hour to somehow find a way to throw the ball in the end zone. And you can tell early on the way Buffalo was going to approach this game. It was like, Baltimore, if you win this game, you're going to win it on the arm of Lamar Jackson throwing, not on his running ability. They started trying to condense the field. They started firing the corners off the edge to contain him, to keep him in the pocket, and they wanted him to throw the ball from the pocket. So I thought he did an unbelievable job. He didn't force anything. He did have the one interception. But I thought, given those conditions, to come away with 3 touchdown passes and what they were able to do, Buffalo's a playoff caliber team. And those are the type teams that give you more and more confidence. Because over the last 4 weeks, they've beaten all teams that's going to be in the playoffs. From New England to 49ers to the Texans to Buffalo. And Deshaun and Lamar is just getting more and more confident.
Sure.
I was very, very impressed with what I saw yesterday, considering they took away his legs and they took away, for the most part, the running game. For him to do what he did and for them to find a way to win, kudos. Lamar Jackson right now. I don't know if anybody, unless he just falls flat on his face here, I don't think anybody can catch him in the MVP race.
I would agree with that takeaway. But just to put this in perspective, his numbers yesterday, Lamar's, by his standards, were pretty awful because he goes, what was it, 16
to 25.
16, I couldn't read my own right.
16
16 to 25, but remember, one throw went for 61 yards. So his grand total of 145 yards passing, if you take away the 61, that means he was 15 for 84, right? Which is pretty awful. And his running was 11 for 40 yards. That's 3.6 yards per carry, which is not what we have seen. I think he's the best running back in football.
You do know that same defense had Tom Brady. Held Tom Brady to 10 points, and Tom Brady had 22 incompletions.
Yeah.
So was Tom Brady awful?
No.
He was not awful. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure, Jenny, we're on the same page, because that's what Tom Brady did against that defense. 10 points.
His QBR, Lamar's, yesterday was a grand total of 35, which was his second worst of the season. And yeah, to your point, it was windy. I don't know how you know it was windy, because unless you turned up the sound. How'd you?
They do show at the bottom.
You can see it.
Do they?
Yeah, you saw those flags gusting at the top. And I've played in Buffalo before, so it gets very windy.
Well, every time it's windy for Tom Brady, you say, I don't know anything about any wind.
Whoa. When it's windy for Tom Brady, he doesn't throw 3 touchdowns. He throws picks.
Well, he doesn't throw a lot of picks.
Yeah, he does.
So the point is, Buffalo, I told you Friday, they were going to slow him down. In fact, I told you, and I was wrong about the outcome, but I said Buffalo will do the biggest number on Lamar anybody will do all year. They're third in points allowed and third in yards allowed. And that's how they looked yesterday on defense, because he had a hard time. But he did make those 3 throws. And they're big little passes in what became a big little victory for Baltimore. But the first one is like a little option toss to one of the tight ends, Boyle, and that was really good. And then that's against the wind. That's into the wind. He just throws a laser to Hayden Hurst for 61 yards. And then this is his best decision of the day. That's a hard throw against a packed-in defense down near the goal line. It's a sneak. So he makes 3 throws that turn the tide in the game. But I got to give it up to the Baltimore defense because they turned Josh Allen into what you called him earlier in the year. You said he's worse than an amoeba. And yesterday he looked, for most of the game, worse than an amoeba because he had a QBR of 14, which was the worst of the whole NFL week. So what happened in the end? Josh Allen came back to life, and he actually got them back into a position to win the game or at least tie it and go to overtime. And I thought he made a good throw to John Brown, which would have been the game tire maybe, or depending if they went for 2. But again, Marcus Peters came up big. So he can make plays like the one you see at the goal line, but you have to put up with all of his antics and you have to put up with all of his lapses because he's going to have lapses.
He's going to be out of position a couple times.
As we saw against San Francisco the week before, he blew a touchdown pass, then he gave a half-hearted attempt on the tackle, but he can make plays like that because he was all over the throw and made it look effortless. He just sort of nonchalantly reaches out and knocks the ball down.
Right. Okay. But when you look at this game, and you knew it was going to be tough, and if I'm, look, whatever you do really well, I'm going to try and take that away. Okay, you run the football well, and people still, I'm not so sure people are still convinced that Lamar Jackson long-term can throw the football. So I'm going to make him throw it. I'm going to look, it's kind of like with Dak. If you can throw for 350, because we're going to shut this running game down, we're going to come to the middle of the field and you beat